Right, welcome, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or if you're watching the replay. My name is Ayana Elohim, and I'm going to be your presenter today. So we are here to talk about quote and apply, all the things that come with it, and I'm going to show you how to market your quote and apply through email signature, and through social media. We will have a Q&A at the end, so please feel free to put your questions in the chat box. I will look at them towards the end. If I happen to glance over them and see them, I might answer in the middle, but most likely at the end. So again, if you do not have your own quote and apply software, please feel free to use the link in the chat. That will get you your own quote and apply software. You'll just need your email and your NPN number or your license number to sign up. So Quote and Apply is the first ever multi-carrier agent and or consumer-facing e-application for life insurance. So it sounds like a lot, but just to keep it simple, we give you, the agent, a link, a landing page, a website, and it gives you or your clients the ability to run life insurance quotes in seconds and apply in minutes. Guys, this has been absolutely game-changing, okay? So what you see here is our newly updated website. How exciting. And we're just going to do the demo part. So see it in action. And this is what your quote and apply software should look like. You guys can change your picture or logo, put it right here. If you want to change the wording, you can do that as well. And this Need Assistance is one of our new features. So that will not pop up if you don't have a Calendly link or some kind of calendar link in your quote and apply. Okay, so if you don't have that popping up, please let me know. If you need some help, I will help you out. So you can, if someone's going to your site, they have never done this before, they're not really sure what they need help with, they're not really sure what to look for, they can use this assistance. So if they just say, let's chat, it's going to pop up, I'm here to help, and then it's going to give you some options right away. This is why you need to have your calendar schedule right in there, because they can schedule a meeting right there on the spot. So I'm just going to exit that out and hit no thank you. And we'll get right into it. So again, this can be you or your client. So first and last name, and go on and hit next. We get right into gender. So I'm going to pick on myself. And then we get into our health status. So we know everyone is always so healthy, right? Clients are always so healthy until those exams come back and we see all the things that they've gone through. So we like to give clients and agents, help them manage expectations. So if you hover over these hearts, 5 hearts, only 10% of applicants actually qualify for excellent, and that's super preferred, all the way down to poor, which is standard, right? So I always recommend running it around 2 hearts. About 75 of applicants actually qualify for standard, okay? If you have someone that has a table rating, maybe you did an impaired risk quote on the BOSS system, or something of the sort, you can switch it to a specific health class, and the drop down does all of the hearts we just looked at, but then if you go down, it goes to table 6. All right, so you can get more accurate quotes. I am just going to switch it back and run it as a 2 heart. Then we get into smoking use. So we know people are smoking different things now, right? And they want to know what they're smoking, and they want to know how often they're smoking it. Same thing with previously, they're just going to want to know where they quit an addition. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to put never. Height and weight, another question that can knock you out of your preferred health class. This is a personal question, so it can be skipped for now, but it will come into play with the underwriting questions and also obviously with the exam. Okay, so I'm going to skip that. And birth date. Go on and hit next. This is another assist page. Again, once you're putting your link on your social media, so LinkedIn, Facebook, email signature, right? And you have people visiting your site and maybe they're not sure what to do, but they don't want to ask you right away. Guys, now more than ever, people don't want to sit with life insurance agents for hours giving them all this information, right? They want to go in, they want to look around, shop around. If they have questions, they're going to ask. And that's why we have this need help right here. That's going to be your schedule link. That could be sending you a message and then your cell phone number or your work number. So this page, do you need help choosing the right insurance? Yes, please. And then it breaks it down. Please select your top priority. So what do you need this life insurance policy for? Okay, I want to supplement my retirement income. That's going to be a accumulation IUL, but the way we run it is a minimum non-MEC. All right. So if you haven't gone through this page and just you know, went into depth to see what we're actually offering with each one, I highly suggest you do it, just so you know what you're offering your clients. Okay. Obviously, I want term insurance. That's just straight term. I want coverage that also pays for long-term care. So that's usually a protection IUL with a long-term care rider. So again, go in, go through them and see what we're offering. This page can also be taken out. So if you don't want to have this on your software, that's completely fine. You could take that off on your boss system. So I am going to go back and for now just hit no thanks. And then we get right into our quotes. I love how fast that is. So right now we're looking at $1 million of term insurance. And then we have our 10-year, 15, 20, all the way up to a 40-year term. And these prices are annually. Okay. So let's just say, Ayana, $1 million is not enough. I need 2 million. You're just going to move that cursor right up and quotes will populate. All right. Same thing. 2 million is not enough. I need 10 million. That's the kind of problem I want to have. And bam, quotes are regenerating. All right. Another thing I want to show you before I move on is this calculator. Guys, I know for me, I'm a visual learner and I like to see things. I like to learn that way. So I like to go over this with my clients. We found that clients really love this. We found that agents like to be able to show them where they're coming up with these numbers. So I'm going to go back real quick. So again, you go to this calculate button right here, and then you can go over this with your client. So, hey, Mr. Client, what's your mortgage balance? Let's say it's 400,000. Any other debt? Let's just say I have 20,000 in debt. Number of children, I'm going to say I have 2 children. They're age 7 and 9. Beneficiary benefit. So what is your beneficiary going to need to maintain this lifestyle, right? So I'm going to put it as, let's just say 100,000. The duration is how long? So these kids are pretty young, so I'll put it as 15 years. Current coverage, let's just say they have 0 current coverage, and their savings is, we'll keep it at 24,000. So you hit calculate, and this is going to give you the bare minimum of what you need for this policy to cover all the things you just spoke about with your client. So you can show them this number, you can show them how it breaks down, which is really nice. And if they think, okay, yes, that's good, you just hit show quotes. If they're not sure that that number looks correct, you can go back and recalculate. Okay, so for now, we'll just hit show quotes. And again, your cursor moves up automatically and the quotes will populate. On here, we do have accidental death term, return of premium term, and lifetime. So our lifetime is going to be our permanent products. We do have a plethora of permanent products. Final expense will also show up when the client is over 45 years old and the death benefit is under 40,000. That's when the final expense will show up in here. So I'm just going to go back to term, and let's just say I wanted to do a 20-year term. Right away, the first quote that's going to pop up is going to be your least expensive. Always going to be your least expensive. As you scroll down, you have second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way up to 15 different options, okay? And we also give you some labels, so no physical exam, right? Our preferred is just what's been going through as of lately, that's been going through smoothly, okay? Just a side note for no physical exam, just because they have this label, it does not mean they might not need one. If they answer something incorrect in the underwriting questions, sometimes they will ask for an exam, even though it says no physical exam, okay? So make sure you really read through those details. On top, it does give you some details here as well. If you drop down right here, show policy details, it does talk about conversion options. It talks about how the delivery is, if the exam is possible, product guide, and then if you need help. Again, the need help will be your information. So I want to hide that. Let's say my client does not want to pay annually. That's fine. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and you're going to switch it. Let's say they want to pay monthly. All you do is rerun the quote and now it's in monthly. If you are showing your clients numbers in monthly payments, I would always show them how much they would save if they changed to paying annually, okay? So $21, yes, it doesn't sound like a lot a year, but times it by 20 years, it does add up, all right? So this is where the shopping comes in. Let's say they decide, okay, I love Nationwide, this is what I want to go through, and you just hit continue. Once I hit continue, this is going right into the application. This is the application for Nationwide. You do not have to go anywhere else. The only carrier on our site that you will take you to a different page is going to be Banner. Banner has the rest of their e-application on their site. So that's the only carrier that will do that. Everything else will be right here on Quote and Apply. So again, I'm going to hit continue, and then I come right into the application. So you're going to put in your email address, your phone number, and if you're doing this for your client, you can send them a link to this application so they can go on and further the application. If your client's doing it for themselves, that's fine. They don't have to send a link. So we'll just say no. Then we just go right into next. Then we get right into address. So if the client is doing this application by themselves, you can just start typing in the address and it will pull from the IP address. Go on and hit next. We get into employment information. So if the client is not employed, you just hit no. If they are currently employed, you're going to hit yes. Their employer, what they do, how many years they've been there, and the address. And next. Then we get into policy ownership. So who's going to own this policy? So if it's going to be me, I would hit yes. If it's not going to be, you hit no, and you can also do an individual, trust, or business right on here. Same thing, if I hit yes, it's going to be individual, business, or trust. So for now, I'm going to do individual, and then we'll get right into beneficiary information. So Mr. Doe, he's my brother. And you go on and hit next. You can also add contingent beneficiary information on here. You do not have to, so we're going to skip that for right now. Then we get right into personal information. So assets. So income, assets, liabilities are going to ask for social, birth country or state, driver's license. And again, if you have all this information for your clients already, put in as much information as you can to make it simple for them, and then just send it right over, send them the link. So I'm going to go on and hit next. Sorry, I am kind of flying through this because I'm sure most of you have saw this demo before. If you do need me to slow it down or do another demo for you, let me know. I'm more than happy to help, okay? If they have existing coverage, you can add it here. You're just going to need the carrier, policy number, the amount, and then the status. If it's being replaced, if it's staying active, all right here. For now, I'm going to say there's no existing coverage. And then we get right into physician information. So this is one of my favorite parts of the Quote and Apply software. Guys, we know how hard it is to get those API records from your clients' doctors. So we have built in a patient portal for your clients to log into their provider's portal and pull their API records right there on the spot and put it right with the application. So if they have a provider that does have a patient portal, they're just going to hit yes, log into patient portal, and you'll hit get started. This is where you're going to find your provider. Once you find your provider, you can then log on to your patient portal with your username and password. Pull your API records right there on the spot and put it right with the application. If they do not want to do that, maybe you're doing it face-to-face or you're doing it over Zoom and they don't want to put their information in there in front of you, that's fine. You can send them a text and an email invitation to fill it out later and log on later and put their API records right there. We're going to go on and hit next. Here comes those underwriting questions. Remember I said if they didn't do the height and weight in the beginning, that's fine, but it will come back up. So we'll answer those and hit next. Payment information. They can add their payment information. All they'll need is their account number and their routing number. If they don't want to, that's fine. Then we get into our exams, guys. Another difficulty for us clients is getting our, for us agents is getting our clients to the actual exam, right? So we have partnered with Exam One, and this is a live calendar depending on what zip code you've put in. So this is the zip code that I put in. This is a live calendar for that exam location. It does show about 2 weeks, so you can go in, pick your date. It will give you all the times that are available. Let's say I want to do 10:30 a.m. My exam is now scheduled. You will get a calendar invitation to your email reminding you about your confirmation. It's also going to do a day before reminder that you have an appointment the next day. And if you have to change anything, maybe you have to change the address to a work location or something like that, that can all be done. So we'll go on and hit next. And then we're right into signing preferences. So if you did all this for your client, I would just hit email. If you did this with your client, maybe over Zoom or you're back to in person, I would hit sign now. And I'm sure you guys are all familiar with DocuSign. It is now preparing a DocuSign for you, for your client to sign. If you do not have your own DocuSign account, I highly recommend you getting one. DocuSign is one of the only signing applications that every carrier that accepts an e-application will accept DocuSign. So as you hear here, the application is done for you, completely filled out. All your client is going to do is hit start, sign. They're going to adopt their signature and then sign all the way through. Now, if you're doing it on Zoom, Zoom does have a feature where you can pass the remote control and give your client the access to sign it on their end. You're going to go on and hit finish. And application is then sent right to Nationwide. Okay. So let's go to our BOSS system. So our BOSS system is where you're going to track everything. So our BOSS system is our back office support system and tracks everything from submission all the way to commission. Okay. So as you log in, you will see top cases, tasks, e-applications. If your application needs something from that point on, it will show up in your tasks, okay? If someone goes onto your site, remember we're talking about putting it on social media, we're talking about emailing people, putting it everywhere, it will pop up under e-applications. So view e-apps, that's where you're going to see it all, okay? The status, it will either be a quote, a lead, sent, or completed. If it's a quote, that just means someone's gone on your site, they've done a little shopping, they've put their information in the beginning, they saw some quotes, they might have picked one, and then they stopped. If it's a lead, that means they went on into the application and put in their email address and phone number, and then you'll have that for follow-up. We know, guys, fortune's in the follow-up with this business. If it's sent, they completed the whole application, they signed it, and they sent it in. And if it's completed, that means they signed it, agent signed it, and it's now in underwriting. All right, so I want to go over this marketing tab because, guys, it's all about marketing. You have this software, everybody should know about this software. So on your BOSS system, there is a marketing tab, and we have 7 pre-made templates made for you right here. So for your book of business, any friends, clients, future clients, everybody and anybody should be on your mailing list so they know you have this software. So let's say you have someone who just got a new house, and you want to send out new mortgage, new life insurance. This is the campaign. It's going to be your quote. Your link, your quote and apply link. It's going to be your name, your information, and hopefully your picture or logo. You then input up to 100 emails. So let's just say I want to put my email. You hit enter to add another one. Enter and keep adding it in. So like I said, you can add up to 100 emails. You do have to put them in manually. So once you do them, I highly suggest you copy and paste it, put it on an Excel sheet so that next time you can just go in, copy, paste it, send it out. Like I said, there are 7 of them. So I would recommend doing a 7-week drip campaign every week, sending out a new campaign trying to get some traction on your site. And remember, guys, anytime you get some traction, you will know about it. You're going to get a notification saying so-and-so started an application. It's going to show you where they stopped, all the information they put in, and that's your time to follow up. If you have some type of mail service like MailChimp or Constant Contact, you can still use these campaigns, but instead of looking at preview, you're going to switch over to HTML. You will copy this HTML code and then you will paste it right into your MailChimp or Constant Contact and send it out that way. All right, like I said, guys, there's 7 different ones. Life of long-term care, business life insurance. All right, so 7-week drip campaign. The other thing we always send out to our clients, to our agents, is like a welcome email, and it gives you your link, it gives you a custom button, it gives you your QR code, and then it gives you prompts on how to get your first application. So we're going to go over all 3 of these. So add linked email signature. In my email signature, I'm sure you guys, most of you have seen it. I have a lot of links, a lot of buttons, a lot of schedules, all the things, but it's right there at easy disposable. Okay. So we'll go over that. We'll send the link. So you're going to send this out to your current clients, your future clients, your friends, your family, yell it from the rooftops. Everybody should know you have this software because you're giving everybody the opportunity to run life insurance quotes in seconds and apply in minutes, right? And then last thing is add link to all social media outlets. Guys, social media is so big right now. Everybody goes to social media for everything. So if you don't have social media, I highly suggest you just start with at least one, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever you want to start with. I would just say just start. Social media, I feel like, can be paralyzing sometimes because you're not really sure what to do. And my recommendation for that is just start small. Okay, start with what we're telling you to do. So we have some taglines here for email signatures, and if you want to put it with your post, right? Click here to run life insurance quotes in seconds and apply in minutes. This one's my favorite. Sick of dealing with life insurance agents? Click here to run a quote and apply in minutes. So let's do the email signature first. What you're going to do is you are going to copy and paste your link. Actually, no, don't copy and paste your link. You're going to copy and paste your button. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to put your button, your link, or your QR code in your email signature. I personally use my button. So you're going to hover over it. You're going to copy it, so Control-C, and then we're going to go into settings. So look up signature. It's right there. And this will be your signature. So you're going to do Control-V to paste it. And there is your button. So your button should automatically have your link inserted in it. So you'll copy it, you'll highlight it again. And then down here where you have these conjoined links, you're going to click it just to make sure that your quote and apply link is right here. So everyone's quote and apply, unless they customize it, it's going to be app.back9ins.com/apply/your name. So you're going to hit OK. From there, I can go back and let's say I want to add a tagline. I'm going to copy and paste that tagline and paste it right here. So this is my link. This is my tagline. It's going to get some people's attention. You're going to hit save. And there it is. All right. So let's say I'm going to, and how you want to check it, just start with a new message. Just kidding. So email signature. This is the one I just made. So this is your button. This is your tagline. Okay. Make sure you go down all the way and hit save. So once you add something new there, a save button will pop up. All right. So let's go right into social media. So I'm going to show you LinkedIn for now. So what I'm going to do is come back to my welcome email. I'm going to copy my link. and then you're going to open up your social media. So LinkedIn will do first. This is my brother's social media. I do run some of his social media sometimes. So if you see familiar post, I do the same thing. So we're going to go down, start a post, and I will paste his link right in there. Okay, you see your link will pop up right down here. I'm going to just move this down so I can go back into my email. I'm going to copy and paste another tagline and put it right there. So sick of doing life insurance agents, click here to run a quote and apply in minutes. I also add in some hashtags. So hashtags are for when people are searching. So you want to just put things that are going to relate. So you can put insurance, you can put life insurance agent. You can put, I usually do like InsurTech because it has insurance software. So when it comes to hashtag, you want to put whatever's going to be relatable. So when they search, this will pop up. All right. So as you can see, guys, super simple. I have my tagline, I have my hashtags, and then I have my link. All I'm going to do is hit post, and then that will post. Most social medias are connected in some way. So LinkedIn and Twitter, you can post those at the same time. Instagram and Facebook, you can post those at the same time, right? You have to just link your accounts. So for this one, I've already linked the Twitter. So it goes to anyone. So this is anyone on or off LinkedIn. It can go to anyone plus anyone on Twitter. If you want to do connections only or group members, I highly suggest if you're focusing about business, it should go to anyone, right? You don't want to keep it just to the connections you already have. You want to expand. So I have it on anyone and Twitter. So once I hit post, that is then posted. All right. I'm going to go over to Facebook. Guys, Facebook is the same thing. What's on your mind? Funny you ask. It's going to be my link. So go back to your welcome email, copy and paste your link on a post. Again, your link is going to generate on the bottom. I'm going to move that down, go back to my welcome email, copy and paste my favorite tagline. And there you have it. For Facebook, you can, like I said, you can link your Instagram and your Facebook. So it's usually when you post on Instagram, you could post on both. All right. So same thing, sick of dealing with life insurance agents, click here to run a quote and apply in minutes. There's my link. Here it is again. And I just post. So you can tag people if you want to tag people in your story. If you tag other people, that will most likely show up on their profile as well, unless they have blocked that feature. Okay. So I will just hit post. Guys, when it comes to social media, it doesn't have to be some long drawn out post. It could be straight, right to the point, simple. Okay. People are looking for this on social media. Whether you want to believe it or not, they go to social media for recommendations. They're looking for things. So it's a great place to start generating some traction on your site. All right. So I think I'm going to keep it right here. I don't want to give you too much information and overwhelm you. Guys, you have to market what you have. If people don't know you have this software, they're not going to use it. And that's just what it is, right? So remember, if you have not gotten this welcome email from us, please feel free to reach out, put your email, your name in the chat, and I will get it to you. It's going to give you your link, your custom button, and your QR code. Now, you can also find that on your boss system. So you're going to your back office support system, go to quote and apply here on the left-hand side. And then these will be your links. You could just press on your link. Once you go there, this is where you can customize your link. Okay, so if you're going to see carriers, access, commission splits, your details. Remember I said you can change that word in the beginning. Here it is. You want to change the email that they get from you, here it is, right? If you want to add the assistive chat, you can do that right here. If you want to, so that this is the assist page. So where it asks you, what do you need this policy for? And it breaks it down for you. So guys, your link can be customized. When it comes to carriers, let's say you don't like Gerber Life. I take it off. It's now off my site. It will not pop up when I generate quotes. You know what? Maybe I had a change of heart. I love Gerber Life. Now it's back on. Okay. So we really give you all access to customize your link. If you come over to marketing, this is where more custom buttons are and your QR code. Now with these custom buttons, you can change it to whatever you want. So if you want to just here, click here, type it in on top, and then these will change. All you do is copy and paste it. Same thing. Your link will already be embedded in it. All right. So that is under quote and apply. They will go to your link, and this is where you can customize it. You need marketing tools. Here are some buttons for you, and here is your QR code. All right, so let's get into some questions. Again, if you need that email, the welcome email, please let me know. I will send it to you. If you need help, maybe this is your first time seeing the demo and you need me to go a little bit slower, I'm more than happy to do that as well. I'm just here to help. So however I can help you guys just get started, get going with things, feeling comfortable with the software and feeling comfortable talking about it with clients, that's what I'm here for. So let's get into some questions. Okay, so yes, I did go over a quick demo just because in case we have people who have never seen this software before, here it is. I hope the social media part did help as far as posting. Let's see what else. So another thing, one of the questions. Okay, so this software for agents is 100% complimentary. To get your back office support system, so your boss system where all the marketing and products and everything like that is, and also your quote and apply link where people can get quotes in seconds and apply in minutes, 100% complimentary. All right. If you want to know your commissions and how that all works, go to products tab here on the left-hand side. All of our commissions are put out there for you. Okay. Again, if you're looking for those marketing campaigns, templates are all right here. Pick whatever you want, get those emails in there, send it out once a week for 7 weeks. A nice little drip campaign. Okay. Social media, get that link out there, guys. Full social medias. Okay. This is what the post will look like. This one right here, that's one I just posted. All right. Well, I don't see many questions, so hopefully this was helpful for you. Okay, so someone said, what happens if we get a client on our site that isn't in our licensed state? If you get a client on your site that isn't in your licensed state, the quotes will not generate for them. You do have to be licensed in any state that they are looking for. So when it comes to that, for me, how I do it is as cases come, that's when I get licensed in that state. But that's completely up to you and how you want to work that. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for hopping on with me today. I really appreciate it. Again, if you have any more specific questions or need help with more of social media and posting and marketing and all those fun things, let me know. I'm happy to help. If you do not have that welcome email, I can also send you that with your link, your button, and your QR code. It is also on your boss system. So under your quote and apply tab on the left-hand side. All right. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, I will put my email in the chat box. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you.